All right, in this lesson, we are going to be using the Pythagorean Theorem while solving for a leg, and not a human leg, but a leg is the term that we use for a side of a right triangle. So in this lesson, we are going to be focusing on these two standards, which is like the last one, explaining a proof of the Pythagorean Theorem and its converse, and applying the Pythagorean Theorem to determine unknown side lengths in right triangles in real-world and mathematical problems in 2 and 3 dimensions. Again, this is just a skills practice lesson. We're not going to tackle the real-world problems in this one. Okay, so we're still using the Pythagorean Theorem, which states a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, we should know at this point that c stands for the hypotenuse. Okay, I'm just going to abbreviate that to hypot. And a and b are the legs. So if you remember from the last lesson, the one that you need to figure out is which side is c. Okay, and that is going to be your longest side, which we use the right angle is going to point you to C. So once we know C, you just have to determine which side you want to be A and which side you want to be B. So it really doesn't matter. Those two are interchangeable. So for this case, we'll just call this side A and our missing side will be B. So from this point, you're going to plug in your numbers for your letters. So we're going to have 8 squared plus B squared, because that's our unknown, equals C squared. Then you're going to solve those out. 8 squared is 64 plus b squared equals 144. Okay, now we need to get b all by itself. So in order to do that, we have to get rid of the 64. So we're going to take the 64 since it's positive, which the good news is for all of these, your numbers will always be positive because it's measurement and you can't have a negative measurement. So to get rid of the 64, we're going to subtract 64 from both sides of the equal sign. And when you do that, 144 take away 64 leaves us with 80. Oops. And we still have b squared. So we're almost to our solution, but in order to do that, we have to bust out the calculators, and to get b all by itself, we need to find the square root so we can cancel out that square. So what we do to one side, you must do to the other. And now you're going to use your calculator. Again, you can approximate these in your head, but for the most part, get used to using a calculator. All right, I got to turn mine on here. Okay, so we have the square root of 80 is 8.94. So that is our answer, and then you just want to do a quick check. We are looking for b, which is not the longest side, so you want to make sure that it is not larger than your hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is 12, so your answer should be good to go. And we'll talk about how to check your answers here in just a little bit. Okay, here's another example. All right, so you start with your equation, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Step number 2, determine your letters. So use that right angle. It's going to point you to C. So that's our long side. And then just pick A and B. Doesn't matter which one's which, you just got to pick one. Now you're going to plug in your numbers. So A is our unknown, so we're going to keep that A, plus 20 squared equals 29 squared. Whoops. Okay, now you're going to do 20 squared, which is 400. And 29 squared is 841. And we're going to bring down this a squared and the plus sign. Okay, so how do we get a by itself? You got to get rid of that 400. So we're going to subtract 400 from each side of the equal sign, which is 441. And then our final step, you are going to find the square root. So the square root of 441 is 21. 21? Okay, so then just do a quick check. Make sure that it is not larger than your hypotenuse, which is 29. So looks like our answer is good to go. And then if you want to check your answer, you just plug those numbers in. So you would do 21 squared plus 20 squared equals 29 squared. And then you would figure this one out. So 21 squared is 441, which we know from the problem. 20 squared is 400. And you're just going to make sure that this works out to be true. 29 squared is 841. So add those two together and we have 841 equals 841. So our answer checks out. All right, if you feel like you got it, practice on your own. If you need another example, continue on. So again, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Figure out which side is c, which is 39. And then just assign a and b to the other sides. Doesn't matter which one's which. So we've got 36 squared plus b squared. And now you got to calculate some numbers out. So 36 squared gives us 1,296 plus b squared equals 39 squared. That's a big one. And then to get b by itself, you're going to subtract 1296 from both sides. So this is 225. And then your final step, you're going to square root, and we are left with b equals, whoops, I think that's 15. Yes. All right, b equals 15. And then your final check, just make sure it's not larger than your hypotenuse, which it is not. It would work that would be 15. And then you can check your answer like we did the last one. All right, here's one final example. Again, just determine which side is C. That's going to be 10. So plug them in. Pick an A and a B. 5 squared plus b squared equals 10 squared. So 25 plus b squared equals 100. Subtract the 25 from both sides. Notice I'm getting faster at this because as you do these more and more, you're going to be fluent, which means doing it accurately and quickly. And our last step is square root. And the square root of 75, I don't know that off the top of my head, is 8.66. Whoops. B equals 8.6. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's erase this real quick. My bad. B equals 8.66. And then just check your answer. Would it make sense that 8.66 is the side here? Yes, it is, because 10 is our long side. And your numbers are kind of not too far off. Okay, there you go. That is how to solve for a missing leg of a right triangle using the Pythagorean theorem.